6 months of preparation for Levan. He thinks that he could beat Levan if.
That's a huge statement right there. Hook. That arm power of his is crazy. So guys, I was watching a podcast with Genadi and Engin Terzi, and Engin basically asked Genadi if he thinks that Ravaz and Genadi, how far off they are from Levan, basically. And Genadi responded with something that was pretty shocking. Now, this whole interview is kind of hard to watch because the language barrier, and it takes so long for them to translate it and hear the actual answer. But I was just kind of skipping through, and I found this clip right here, and I thought the question and what Genadi answered was pretty interesting. So let's go to the answer. I skipped the part where Genadi speaking in Georgian, but this is his response basically to Engin asking, how far off is Genadi and Ravaz from Levan? Like, how far is that level? Is it attainable to beat him?
So he can only speak about himself and not from Ravaz's perspective. So that question only he answers from his side. Ravaz can obviously tell his side in future. So he's saying that, and he kept always saying, Genadi kept always saying about him versus Levan, that Levan is not that much unreachable for him personally. He knows how to beat him, but
so he's not that unreachable. But wait till you hear the rest of the answer here.
Since they are very good friends with each other, he first of all respects his countryman. He's his good friend. He has reached so much higher level in this sport. He's a leader, true leader right now, all around, and he has nothing but respect as an athlete to athlete about that one. And then as they are friends, it is awkward for Genadi to claim that he can beat Levan. But he's saying that if he gets 6 months, let's say, give it or take, 6 months of preparation for Levan, he thinks that he could beat Levan if.
That's a huge statement right there. 6 months preparation that he can beat Levan, that Levan is not unbeatable. What do you guys think about that? We're really going to find out Genadi's level with this match versus Devon.
Well, everything is okay. So he said that Levan is eventually beatable because everybody is beatable. No one is unbeatable. Everyone has at some point what type of some weakest links, you know. So
Genadi has beaten Levan before. I mean, if we go back, I believe it was 2018 was one of the last times that he won. Here's a video on Georgian arm wrestling where you can see all their matches from 2015 to 2018. So if anyone knows a good style to beat Levan, it would be Genadi. He's already done it before in the past. Now, obviously, you could say this is Levan before having more pancakes with more maple syrup and evolving into an absolute superhuman, but he's still massive here. Like, Genadi with that hook, shoots forward, getting on Levan's arm on arm, and the hook there. Genadi has such a good hook. That arm power of his is crazy. He's just able to hold on his elbow, and he has crazy endurance. Levan trying to roll out there, couldn't roll out, has to stay inside, but oh, that was very close to a pin. But see, even Genadi, when he loses his wrist, he's still able to flop forward, which makes me think that it's going to be dangerous for Devon because Genadi is able to flop press, press with his wrist back in that hook position, just like he is right here. Could be dangerous for Devon. See, there's a transition for the win. Genadi's an absolute beast. I think they called a foul there, but here's a restart. Just holding in the hook there. Levan and Genadi going at it in the hook. The static strength of Genadi is significant. I mean, serious endurance. He said he's never lost a match on endurance in an interview. I think this is the same match I just played, but man, it's crazy how he didn't get pinned there. Then the transition to the press, like Genadi, does he have a possibility of beating Levan in 6 months? But I mean, this match isn't really in question until he faces Devon first, and we see really where he's at and if that match is even worthy. But I thought this would be something good to share because it's kind of hard to watch that whole podcast, like I said, because the translation, it just takes so long to get the answer. So it's kind of, hard not to click off because you just get bored watching it. But I found that little segment there, and I thought that was an interesting response from Genadi. So what do you guys think? Would Genadi have a chance 6 months of preparation against Levan or not? I think it's possible. As we saw with Hermes versus Levan isn't unbeatable. He's human, and Genadi, again, has that flop press as we saw in that match right there, so he could potentially do it. Which also makes me think that he's going to be very dangerous against Devon, because even if Devon takes Genadi's wrist and is right here, if Genadi still has his arm involved and still has connection to pronation in the strap there, he still may be able to transition and get a press. So looking forward to that match. We're 5 weeks out from the Genadi-Devon match. Who do you got in that? And is Levan able to be beaten by Genadi? Let me know your thoughts. I'm out.